Have you ever looked at your finances and felt like you're on a tightrope? You know, on one side you've got all the things that are building you up, and on the other, all the things kind of weighing you down. Well, today, we're going to make all of that crystal clear because we're talking about two of the most important words in your financial life, assets and liabilities. Let's get right into it.
So, let's kick things off with a big question. You see someone driving a fancy car, maybe living in a huge house, and you probably think, wow, they must be rich. But does that actually mean they're wealthy? Not necessarily. See, those two things are not the same at all. The real difference isn't about how much you spend, it's all about the balance between what you truly own and what you owe.
And getting that balance right all starts with understanding these two fundamental concepts, assets and liabilities. And don't worry, this isn't going to be some complicated, jargon-filled lecture. Once you really get these two ideas, I promise you're going to see your money in a completely new light. So let's break it down. Just think of your money as having two sides to it. Every single thing in your financial world, and I mean everything, falls into one of these two buckets. And just figuring out which bucket is which, well, that's the first step to really taking control.
Okay, here's the easiest way to picture this. Imagine a financial scoreboard. It's a game, and in this game, there are only two key players. Every dollar that moves, every financial decision you make, it's either scoring points for you or it's scoring points against you.
So let's meet player one, assets. These are the good guys, okay? The heroes of your financial story. Think of assets as everything that works for you, everything that puts money into your pocket. This is the team you want to be rooting for, the team you want to build up.
So, what is an asset, technically? Well, it's any resource you own that has economic value. But here's the really important part. It either generates income for you right now, or you could sell it for cash later. Bottom line, it's something that makes you financially stronger. And what does this look like in the real world? Well, it can be as simple as cash sitting in a savings account, hopefully earning some interest. It's definitely your investments, like stocks or bonds, that are hopefully growing in value. Real estate is a huge one, whether it's the home you live in or a rental property bringing in cash flow. And yeah, even personal stuff like your car or valuable jewelry count as assets because, you could sell them for cash if you needed to. All right, time for the second player on our scoreboard, liabilities. This is the other side of that financial coin we were talking about. And just like assets put money in, liabilities are all the things that take money out of your pocket.
To put it as simply as possible, a liability is a debt. It's a financial promise you've made to someone else. So while your assets are busy building you up, liabilities are the things that are dragging your overall financial score down.
And I'm pretty sure these are going to look familiar to just about everyone. We're talking about things like the mortgage on your house, student loans, any credit card debt you're carrying, a car loan, you get the picture. All of these are liabilities because they represent money you have to pay back, which means money is flowing out of your pocket month after month.
And this slide right here, this is the whole thing in a nutshell. It really is this simple. Assets put money in your pocket. They build your wealth. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. They reduce it. If you remember nothing else, remember this slide.
Okay, so we know the two players on our financial scoreboard. Now, how do we actually find out who's winning? How do we check the score? Well, that's where we calculate something called your net worth. And honestly, this might be the single most important number for understanding your true financial health.
And you're going to love this. The formula could not be easier. You literally just take the total value of everything you own, that's all your assets, and you subtract the total value of everything you owe, all your liabilities. Whatever is left over, that's it. That's your net worth.
Let's just walk through a super quick example. Let's say you've got $100,000 in total assets. That could be, some savings, some investments, the value of your car, all added up. Now let's say you've got $40,000 in liabilities, maybe some student loans and a car payment. You just subtract the 40 from the 100 and boom, your net worth is $60,000. It's that simple.
Okay, so we know the players and we know how to keep score. So what's the game plan? How do you actually win this game? Let's talk about the strategy for building real, actual wealth. Now, it's really important to remember that this isn't always just black and white. Liabilities aren't always bad. A mortgage, for example, is a liability, but it helps you buy a house, which is a massive asset. And assets have their own issues. Stocks can go down and your house needs a new roof sometimes. It's all about managing the balance.
So when you boil it all down, the goal of this entire game is just incredibly simple. Your whole financial strategy can be focused on one single thing. Do whatever you can to make your asset column grow while making your liability column shrink. That's it.
So how do you do that? Well, it's a two-pronged attack, right? On one hand, you're actively trying to increase your assets. You're buying things that will pay you or that will be worth more in the future. And at the exact same time, you're systematically working to decrease your liabilities, paying down debt as fast as you can, and just being really careful about taking on any new debt.
So I want to leave you with a question to chew on. This doesn't have to be some giant, scary leap. It could be as simple as opening a high-yield savings account or buying your very first share of a stock. Heck, it could even be investing time in learning a new skill, because your knowledge is a powerful asset too. So just think, what is one asset, big or small, that you can start acquiring today?